the thick of the regular season now, Greg. You like what you've seen so far?
Absolutely. You can tell that everyone came to play this year. The game just keeps getting more advanced, and the skill level continues to rise.
So the next starting five. They've got Alexander Sarr. Tyrese Maxey out there at Tiny. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Bridges in at the small forward. Now, here's Maxey. Nurkic a screen on Dort. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Maxey.
This is about first setting a tremendously good screen by Nurk, then getting off the screen and converting into pick and roll. So good.
Oh, let's go home. That was just ridiculous.
I do not remember the last time I saw a dunk like that in a game. That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Maxey with it, guarded by Morant. Maxey passes to Nurkic. Now the Hawks moving it the other way. Here's Z, and down it goes, jamming that one home.
You want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now, here's Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Shot clock at 5. Here's Maxey. A shot off that time. Morant with some nice D. Pass to Jackson Davis. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I did have a chance to talk with head coach Quinn Snyder. I asked, what do you do about Tyrese Maxey, a guy who can spark plays out of thin air? Coach let me in on their strategy, saying, I'm trying to keep someone in front of him all night. I don't want Maxey seeing the shots he wants or the passing lanes he's looking for. It's a tough assignment, but coach says he's got the right guys for the job. Back to you guys.
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you. Now, Bridges. After Lou Dort's three-pointer that didn't go. Maxey in the corner. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
A pretty nimble guy. Maxey mixes up the defender with that dribble move to create space.
In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Bridges. Three-pointer. Rebound by the Hawks. They come into this one following the loss to the Grizzlies.
Well, they couldn't buy a bucket at times, and that's frustrating. And that game was not their friend.
I thought the striking thing was how little offense they generated. It doesn't matter how stout your defense is when you play that poorly on the offensive end.
The Nets have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Nurkic a screen on Morant. Here's Maxey. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Nurkic's throwing his big weight around on the offensive glass right there. Go to work, Big Nurk.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out.
check out Mikal Bridges here. Last year, getting it done. Averaged 17 points a game, 3 assists, and 3 rebounds. And it's nice to be able to bring someone with his defensive skill set off the bench.
I think, in fact, to win a championship, you usually need a guy like this on your roster.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Outside Edwards. It's Morant in the corner. They get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Six to shoot. A floater. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. In recent seasons, availability has been a problem for Ja Morant. Greg, dig into that a little bit.
Well, from a league suspension to multiple injuries, Morant has missed a significant amount of time, but we know when he's on the court, he's a game changer.
First free throw is good. And going back a bit, the Nets regaining a lot of their draft picks, Doris, from the Rockets. One of the more interesting trades that we've seen.
Well, they gave away a ton of those picks to acquire James Harden when they believed they had a championship window. And now in recovering them, Brooklyn able to benefit from the draft to try to position themselves for that all-important rebuild.
The shot by Tiny, no good. Atlanta has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Morant outside. Drops in the tray. Morant's got 5 now.
And when the 3 ball is falling for Morant, the defense is in trouble.
Tiny, the pass to Maxey. Here's Tiny. Rebounded by the Hawks. They're getting their first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And they dropped the season series to these guys a year ago. Not their proudest moment.
Edwards with the stuff.
Well, we know this about Anthony Edwards. This guy, one of the stronger guards in this game. That's a tough finish.
Pass to Tiny. That one's off. Still out of sync. Looking at the last game for the Brooklyn Nets.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Here's Tiny. What a tremendous game he played against Cleveland.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Dort kicks to Edwards. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Dort passes to Edwards. Down low, here's Jackson Davis. Good, and the assist goes to Edwards.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Guys are looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Changes for Brooklyn. Hurdle is checked in for Nurkic. And it's Jaime Jaquez in for Song. Here's Jaquez. Maxey on the wing. And they get it. And slam dunk by Maxey.
Doesn't take much for Maxey to find a lane to the rim.
Edwards looking it over. That one doesn't go. Bridges with some nice defense. Here's Tiny. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Dort. Let's take a moment here to get your guys' take on scoring so far for the Hawks.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And he knocks down the first one. Even after pivoting towards their youth, GA the Hawks last season had an improved record.
Yeah, they traded away a bunch of rotation veterans, but the young fellas showed they were ready to step in, and this group didn't miss a beat.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Trace Jackson-Davis. That one misses. And a big part of the Nets' shot diet comes doors from beyond the arc. They love the three.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night. That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Pass to Tiny. Outside, Maxey. Now, here's Bridges. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Back over to you, Kevin.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Morant finds Dort. Pass to Z. 6 on the shot clock. Here is Edwards. They find Jay on the way, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Mikal Bridges picks one up.
Boy, the aggressive move by Anthony Edwards, and he gets exactly what he wants. He draws the contact.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. You know, DB, recently we've seen Anthony Edwards reach new heights as a three-point shooter.
Anthony Edwards has now embraced the complete analytics of the game. He is a high-volume three-point shooter, and he's still a terror en route to the cup.
Looking at who's out there now for the Hawks. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for George. And Henderson subbed in for John Morant.
Anthony Edwards is a physical force. This guy has the frame and the game to be an elite two-way player.
Tiny the pass to Queen. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Good on the three-point shot.
When you look at his numbers, Desmond Bane is historically good from three-point.
Here is Edwards. Not a good performance from him in that loss to Memphis. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Tiny. Hurdle with a screen on Henderson. Here's Tiny. From outside, off the mark.
Obviously, this hasn't been his strongest quarter, and they need more contribution from him.
Outside, Edwards. Sinks the triple. Edwards got 6.
Boy, whether he's in isolation or operating in pick and roll, we know Anthony Edwards so dynamic with the ball in his hands.
There's the pass to Purdy. Outside, Bane. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Bane's got his second basket.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
No good from Finney Smith.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's Tiny. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
At some point, do you start to think about getting others involved? It has been a struggle.
Now here's Henderson. Still scoreless. Here's Z. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Pirtle. On the wing, Hockett. Now Pirtle. Pass to Bain. The three. It's rebounded by Z. The Hawks leading by 6. Harris dishes to Edwards. Great tee that time from Bain. And for Brooklyn, they're shooting 39% in the early minutes of this game. Tiny the pass to Bain. Here's the three. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. To the inside. Here's Finney Smith. And finished off by Finney Smith.
Yeah, Dorian Finney-Smith has the ability athletically to finish near the cup, and he does so there.
29 seconds left in the first. Outside, Bain. Goes up on the wing. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Right side, Edwards. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And for the Hawks guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Morant is out there with Henderson. Then it's Thomas Bryant. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And here's Morant. Outside, Bryant. Pass to Harris. To the left side wing. Finney-Smith can't get it to go. That's trailed by 6. Now, Maxey. Filipowski with it. Bridges for 3. That one, no good. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Here's Morant. It's hauled in by Queen. Nets shooting around 36%. They're just not able to finish consistently. Bounce pass Maxey. Filipowski finds Maxey. And here is Bridges. Bridges missing again. Henderson against Maxey. Henderson, no good.
Oh, that's a chippy. Point-blank range. He'd like that one back.
Outside Robinson. Maxey, that's a 2-pointer. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
Listen, that's a good shot for him. He just couldn't connect.
Bridges against Harris. Morant passes to Finney-Smith. Harris outside. And stolen by Maxey. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Greg, the way the floor is spaced now, how much would you enjoy playing in this current environment?
I'm lacing up my kicks as you say that. It would have been a lot of fun. But not only do you have more room to operate, defenders practically, they can't touch you.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guy. Changes. Z's checked in for Bryant. And Okogie subbed in for Dorian Finney-Smith. And the Nets also making a change. Sars checked in. How about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball? Outside Robinson. To the middle. And the dunk by Robinson.
And it's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Morant lays it up and banks it in. Morant's got 4 points in the quarter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with a treasured trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Henderson for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Henderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Bridges outside. Back to Maxey. Outside for Robinson. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own. It's no good. Morant scanning the floor. Pass to Z. High post shot. 5 to shoot. For 3, Harris. Bridges with the board. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 9 points. Coming into this having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
They played terrific defensively. The few cracks they showed, guys were quick to rotate and help each other out.
We talk about multiple efforts on the defensive end, and I thought, boy, that was good old-fashioned focused team effort. What a win.
Atlanta leading by 9. Out to Harris. The Hawks working the ball around. Here's Morant. Morant pulleys his way inside.
Boy, what a quarter he's had. Go ahead, young sir. Keep the pressure on.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. checked in for Tobias Harris. Dort comes in for Josh Okogie. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Scoot Henderson. And the Nets also making a change. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Filipowski. Robinson against Edwards. Maxey with the screen on Edwards. Robinson kicks to Bridges. Clock at 4. Shoots over Dort. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Now here's Edwards. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game.
Anthony Edwards just reading what the defense giving up. Gets to his mid-range game right there.
Here's Maxey. They could use a bucket. Rebounded by the Hawks.
No doubt the fight's there. They are trying to battle back, but he's just really struggling this quarter.
Morant against Maxey. Now here's Morant. D right on him. Over Maxey. And it's Morant missing. Nets trailed by 13. And the big fella Alex R showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Here's Bridges. Bridges missing again.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Bridges with the steal. Outside Robinson. Pass to Maxey. And here's Nurkic. Guarded by Morant. It's good. And the Hawks' lead is cut to just 11 on the basket from Nurkic.
Well, this is exactly where you want Yusuf Nurkic operating on the offensive end.
Back to Morant. Here's Z. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Edwards. That ball can't find the basket. His 6th miss in 9 shots. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bridges outside. From deep, Maxey. It's rebounded by Z. Z's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Offensive rebound. Dort passes to Edwards. Edwards with confidence.
The work that Anthony Edwards is putting in as a shooter is there. That range shot so important. Nice three-point look right there.
Maxey kicks to Nurkic. The Nets working the ball around now. Song, the pass to Robinson. And here's Maxey outside. Rebound Atlanta. Z's got 13 rebounds in the game. Seeded. Edwards with another miss.
Boy, they've managed without him to a degree, which bodes well for them overall.
Pass to Bridges. To the inside. Nurkic. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. checked in for the Hawks. Scoot Henderson comes in for Morant. Some changes for Brooklyn. Outside, Dort lets it go with a three. Here's Z. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one. Good on the second free throw. 1:57 left in the first half of basketball. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Birtle sets the pick for Bain. For the three, it's rebounded by Z. Z's got 15 rebounds here tonight.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Henderson finds Edwards. Pocket 6. Backs down the step-back J. Edwards got 7 now in this quarter.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
And there's the call on Lou Dort. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Pirtle. Pirtle with a screen on Dort. Here's Tiny. Another one falls for Brooklyn. 1:02 left here in the second. Now here's Henderson. Here's the screen. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Over Bain. Rebounded by the Nets. Queens got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And one thing I liked in the first quarter was their aggressiveness to draw the contact, putting the defense on the defensive.
Pass to Jackson Davis. Outside Edwards. In the corner, Henderson with it. That's in, coming off the assist from Edwards. 6 points from Scoot Henderson.
Boy, a very quiet start, but looks like he's starting to find a little something out there.
Here's Tiny. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And Allie LaForce has got something now for us from the floor. Allie, take it away.
I'm here with Coach Quinn Snyder, and Coach, you're getting stops in the first half. What do you attribute to that?
Well, we're playing hard, scrambling, picking up our effort, trying to be precise and disciplined and talk, and not resting on our laurels at any point.
Hopefully you can remain active on the defensive end in the second half. Thanks, Coach.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime, and we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Happy to have you with us. Let's bring you up to speed on the winners of the Player of the Month awards. In the East, the franchise.
Plenty of LOVE. That's what you can do about this game. Love it. Because that combination of skill and size, man, that big fella is taking care of business. Game in and game out.
Yeah, and that really, that CONSISTEN. Anyway, consistency.
There you go.
That's what it's all about. Changing gears now. Fellas, we need to talk about how dominant John Morant looked in that first half.
He knows no fear. He'll take it up against 2, 3, sometimes 4 guys. He doesn't care.
And that's a big part of what makes him so exciting to watch. He does things no one else is even willing to attempt. And that's all for us. Now it's time to send it back to Kevin Harlan for the beginning of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Guys, John Morant has been sensational.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far the defense has not been able to counter it.
Nets trail by 14. Starting off the second half, here's Jordi Fernandez's 5. We've got Tyrese Maxey. Bridges out there with Alexander Song. Then it's Tiny, and it's Nurkic, and at the 5 down low. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Five on the clock. Here's Tiny. Nice form on the 20-footer. Tiny's got 7 points in the game. And so Morant will bring it up for Atlanta. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And the rebound by Nurkic. Nets trailed by 12. Left side, Maxey. Misses the wing J.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Morant with the bucket. 15 points in the game.
Obviously, Morant has found his flow here, finding plenty of ways to create for himself.
Maxey kicks to Nurkic. Maxey looking it over. Pass to Tiny. Stolen by Dort. Morant outside. Fires the 3. Rebound by Nurkic.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can count on him to continue missing.
Doris, in any discussion about Lou Dort, the first topic has got to be his defense.
Kevin, I'm going to be honest, I don't think we talk about him consistently enough as a player who should and could win Defensive Player of the Year. If you are a perimeter shooter or a perimeter scorer, the last guy you want looking opposite you is Lou Dort.
They grab their own miss. Z can't get it to go.
This certainly isn't how they wanted to start this half. I mean, just 1 for 5 coming out of the break. That is brutal.
Here's Tiny. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The Hawks leading by 14. Inside. Z, good. Z's got 9 points.
Oh, it's exactly how you lead someone with the pass. Beautifully done.
Back to Maxey. Pass to Bridges. Outside, Maxey. Pocket 6. Over Morant. Maxey, no good.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Morant against Nurkic. And it's Morant missing. Nets trail by 16. Down low. A steal. Here's Dort. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Dort's got his first points in this one.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And so, Jordi Fernandez decides to call timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. He's checked in for Alexander Saw. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
Well, you look at Jackson Davis. Some might say he's a long shot at this point, but you never know.
Hey, stranger things have happened, and we'll just have to wait and see.
So there you go. And as it's looking, this year's dunk contest is shaping up to be a fantastic competition. We'll keep you updated on the voting.
No doubt it's going to be a good one, Kevin. We've got players on that list who'll do things that you didn't even think were possible.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Nurkic. And the upcoming schedule for Brooklyn. On Thursday, they'll be taking on Luka Doncic and the New York Knicks. Then on Sunday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Memphis Grizzlies.
And for that game against Indiana, that will be game number 10 for them. Starting to get into the full swing of things. Should be a fun one.
Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Brooklyn. Duncan Robinson comes in for Mikal Bridges. They get it back. See, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A plus 10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Here's Tiny. 7 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. So off the run. Anthony Edwards with the rebound.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down. Try to get some easy ones.
It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Commissioner Adam Silver talked about tweaking the game. He said analytics take sports in a certain direction because it's a coach and GM's job to win, and they'll do everything they can to do so under the existing rules. It's on us to adjust because we're also looking at the aesthetic appeal of the game. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Allie, for the report.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
No coverage that time. 10 points for Tiny.
Puts one in the eye of the defense. First triple of the evening.
Pass to Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Anthony Edwards has got his rhythm, and he's got a well-rounded offensive game. Look out.
Morant against Maxey. Lebowski passes to Tiny. And the shot is long.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Atlanta shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
The Atlanta making a switch here. Harris is checked in. And then for Brooklyn, Queens checked in. And it's Bain in for Maxey. Morant, no good on the free throw.
Already an MVP caliber talent, Morant is all about continuing to get better, as well as competing for titles.
Fires the 3. The shot by Tiny, no good.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Morant. He's got 19. It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Filipowski. Here's Tiny. Hits the three-pointer to fall. Tiny's got 8 here in the quarter.
Some shooters might overthink a wide-open shot. Not this guy.
Morant kicks to Edwards. Tries from 10. See? It's good on the putback.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Pass to Bain. And it's Morant with the rebound. Morant's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Dort passes to Morant. And here is Harris. Left side, Edwards. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Edwards got 21 in the game.
This guy is constantly refining his game, and Anthony Edwards is dangerous from 3.
Tiny the pass to Queen. A three-pointer, no good.
Well, trying to reply to the 3 on the other end just doesn't go down for him.
And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. Number 5, the Hawks.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
For the Hawks, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Dort. And Henderson subbed in for Morant. And a switch here for Brooklyn. Pirtle's checked in. Outside, Bain. Back to Pirtle. Pass to Tiny. Drills the three-pointer. Tiny's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
To the paint, it's tipped. Pirtle with the steal. Bain with it, picked up by Edwards.
I love how assertive Bain is in transition. Outstanding at running to the right spot in those situations.
Connected to the game. Of course, that's one way to describe Jakob Pirtle.
Well, Pirtle is an exceptional screener. He loves to hit the glass. He's a very physical player. He's everything you want in a big.
Pass to Tiny. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And a closer look here at the hustle stance for the Hawks.
No adjustments made by the other team, and they couldn't defend against the speed of this group. They've been running over them in this one.
The other thing for this team today, they have a bunch of second chance points. They're turning misses into makes.
And the first one at the line is good. The Hawks making a switch here. Larson's checked in. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Atlanta leading by 21. Henderson passes to Harris. Back to Henderson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
High motor type of player. Henderson fighting tooth and nail down low.
This is his first free throw of the game. And that one falls for Henderson. Both free throws good from Henderson. Nets shooting a pretty brutal 29% since the break. Tiny the pass to Bain. And a miss there on the triple. Atlanta leading by 23. Henderson outside. To the inside. Picked by Finney-Smith. Here's Harris. Brooklyn with the rebound. Jaquez outside. Pass to Tiny. Cranes the three-pointer. Tiny's got 16 here in the second half.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Harris against Jaquez. 6 to shoot. Launches it. For 3, Henderson. And Desmond Bain pulls it down. Brooklyn with the ball. Big stretch here going 10-2. Pass to Queen. Here's Tiny. It's hauled in by Harris.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Okogie, the pass to Henderson. Bryant inside. Hurdles there. Bryant dishes to Henderson. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 7 rebounds in the game. Anthony Edwards has been leading the charge for the Hawks. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. We'll get you back to the action after this break. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this one?
How about the secondary playmaking you are getting? Great to have that from the shooting guard spot.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. We've got Henderson. Harris is out there with Thomas Bryant. Then there's John Morant. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now here's Morant. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Maxey.
High effort play by Morant. He refuses to let the foul stop him from getting the shot up.
No good on the free throw. Hey, Doris, for a GM trying to build a championship-level roster, what's one thing that can really help?
I think the way the salary cap is constructed, maybe the single most important thing you can do as a GM is draft well. You have to be able to find players who can contribute right away. And talent evaluation is not an exact science. The ones who do it well and don't miss on those big-time picks, that is a huge deal.
Now, here's Maxey. And the 3 off target.
Oh, that is how you deny an open look with some in-your-face defense.
Okogie, the pass to Morant. From 18 feet away. Rebounded by the Nets. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Henderson against Bain. Sarr sets the screen for Bain. And stolen by Harris. Here's Henderson. And Henderson throws it down hard.
There's the basketball mind of Henderson working. Stayed ahead of the play for the score.
Just a terrific perspective of that dunk from the Connected Cam. Brought to you by AT&T. Henderson's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field. 50% so far. Outside, Maxey. And with NBA defenses more spread out than ever, Doris, teams are getting more aggressive, looking for offensive rebounds.
They are, Kevin, because it can be a valuable asset to get extra possessions. You're winning on the margins if you do that. And let's remember, certain guys just have a knack for getting offensive rebounds, so why not let those guys work?
Now, here's Bridges. Following the miss by John Morant. Payton for three. It's hauled in by Harris.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Morant passes to Harris. Bryant, a screen on Sarr. The three from Morant.
Boy, this guy was able to connect from deep in the first half, hasn't found the range since.
And Sarr throws it down hard.
Goodness, Sarr is a different type of athlete.
The Hawks leading by 19. And we'll have a timeout called by Quinn Snyder. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Z's checked in for Harris. And it's Edwards in for Josh Okogie. Robinson's checked in for Brooklyn. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Morant dishes to Edwards. A rebound by the Nets. Nurkic has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Stolen by Henderson. And here we go. Fast break and Morant's got it. And finished off by Morant.
Excellent instincts on the defensive end. Henderson has a feel for when to attack the ball.
Bridges against Edwards. Bridges deciding where to go with it. From deep, Maxey hits the three-point bomb. Maxey's got 5 points now this quarter.
And one of the many ways Maxey can hurt you with his shooting, lightning fast on that release.
It's Edwards on the wing. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Hawks lead by 21. Over to the left wing. Nurkic kicks to Maxey. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Deflects the pass. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Jones checked in for Atlanta. Atlanta with the ball. It's an 18-point lead. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The three from Morant. The rebound by the Nets. Outside, Maxey. Outside, Robinson. Back to Maxey. Nets passing it around. Bridges misses.
Boy, that's an example of a player taking what the defense gives you, just doesn't work out in his favor, right? He misses the shot.
Edwards against Bridges. Jones for 3. Out to Henderson. Knocked away. Here's Z. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid on. Henderson against Robinson. Bridges outside. Clock at 6. Pass to Robinson. Three-pointer. Bridges misses.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Outside Edwards. Out to Henderson. Here's Z. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Hawks lead by 20.
Well, this is what he does. Find ways to make his presence felt. And this time on the offensive glass.
How about the hustle on display there? That kind of effort will earn respect from everyone.
Here's Sarr. For 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Morant against Maxey. Morant outside. Here's Edwards. That one misses. Bridges with some nice defense. Robinson finds Bridges. Sarr sets the screen for Bridges. Pass to Nurkic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you look at the G League's impact on player development, Greg, it's become very significant.
And I think the two-way contract was a great addition as well, allowing players to contribute with the big league team while also developing in the G League. What a great combination.
Well, you love the competitiveness you get nightly from Yusuf Nurkic. The other thing you love is commitment to team, willing to back up teammates.
Trace Jackson-Davis is checked in for the Hawks. Dort comes in for Scoot Henderson. Tiny is checked in for Brooklyn. And both free throws good for Nurkic. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. It's an 18-point game. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Here's Dort. And the shot goes in.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Here's Sarr. Back to Maxey. Shot clock at 6. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You know, put a rough first half behind him. He's absolutely crushing it here in the second.
Tyrese Maxey. Watch out.
One shot.
And we keep seeing franchises' values going up, Greg, including the Boston Celtics last season selling for over $6 billion.
Man, those are some deep pockets. And don't forget the Lakers going for in excess of $10 billion as those well-heeled individuals continue to pay these incredible prices. The pressure to unlock new league revenue streams, listen, it's only going to increase.
Here's Tiny, following the basket by Lou Dort. Here's Tiny. Fires away from way outside. No good. Now Morant. Pass to Edwards. Now here's Dort. Outside Edwards. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Edwards got 27.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Oh, here's Edwards following the missed shot by Nurkic. Pass to Morant. There's the triple. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And the D has gotten a little bit lax here defending the triple.
Bridges outside. Nets passing it around. Here's Tiny. Looking to end the run. He takes it up and lays it in. That's 23 points for Tiny.
There's just something special about a big that can deliver on time and on-target passes. Mr. Nurkic, have at it.
Here's Z. Nurkic with the steal. Pass to Maxey. Now Sar lets the three fly. Knocks down the three ball. Tiny's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, with that size, it's easy for Sar to see right where the rock needs to go.
It's Edwards on the wing. Defended by Bridges. And Jackson Davis gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Hawks.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the boards.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season. And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Z.
The aspect of his game that stood out to me was his work on the glass. He was absolutely relentless.
So it's the Hawks now, following the three from Nurkic. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Morant. Tiny grabs the board. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. It's stolen by Dort. Right side, Edwards. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Bridges. So it's the Hawks now. They have a 19-point lead. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. For Dorisburg, Greg Anthony, and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for tuning in tonight. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Z.